Have you ever wondered why Japan is frequently hit by earthquakes and tsunamis? What makes this nation so prone to such devastating natural disasters? Recently, on the first day of this year, Japan was rocked by a powerful earthquake of a magnitude 7.6. This colossal force of nature not only caused significant damage, but also triggered tsunamis and even reshaped the country's coastline. But why is Japan so susceptible to these calamities? The answer lies deep beneath the Earth's surface. Japan is situated in the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area notorious for its seismic activity due to the shifting of gigantic tectonic plates. Beneath Japan, the Pacific Plate is constantly moving, diving under the Eurasian Plate in a process known as subduction. This subduction is a major source of the intense seismic and volcanic activity that Japan experiences. Furthermore, the depth and proximity of these tectonic interactions to Japan's coastline make it particularly vulnerable to tsunamis. When these plates slip, they displace enormous volumes of water, generating powerful waves that can reach the shore in mere minutes. Understanding this geological backdrop sets the stage for comprehending the recent disaster Japan has faced. On the first day of 2024, Japan was hit by a powerful earthquake that sent shockwaves through the nation. This wasn't just any tremor, it was a staggering 7.6 magnitude quake that struck the Noto Peninsula, a sliver of land jutting into the Sea of Japan. As the earth shook, landslides were triggered, homes crumbled, fires ignited, and lives were turned upside down in a matter of moments. But it wasn't just the land that quaked. Remarkably, the very coastline of Japan was altered. The force of the earthquake was so immense that it lifted the land, causing it to rise along the coast by up to 4 meters. This dramatic uplift ushered in the emergence of new beaches and an extension of the coastline by as much as 2 football fields in some areas. Picture this. An entire coastline uplifted, new lands emerging from the sea, all in the blink of an eye. The shockwaves from the quake didn't just stop at the country's borders, they were felt around the world. But as the dust settled, the aftermath became clear. Buildings were damaged, roads torn apart, and fishing boats were either sunk or washed ashore. The devastation was widespread, and the toll on human life, although kept relatively low due to Japan's culture of preparedness, was still significant. And yet, as the nation grappled with the aftermath of the quake, it soon became clear that this was merely the opening act of a larger, more destructive performance. The earthquake was just the beginning, a precursor to a series of devastating tsunamis. Following the earthquake, the disturbed ocean floor triggered deadly tsunamis. These monstrous waves, moving at jetliner speeds, brought further destruction in their wake. The size of these tsunamis was overwhelming, some reaching heights as tall as a 5-story building. These were not gentle giants, but ruthless destroyers, obliterating everything in their path. Imagine the power of a wave that can lift mammoth fishing boats and hurl them onto dry land, that can flatten houses as if they were made of cards, and that can transform bustling coastal communities into desolate landscapes of debris. This was the reality for the people of the Noto Peninsula, as the waves crashed onto the shores, leaving a path of destruction behind. The loss of life was heart-wrenching. The death toll reached into the dozens, with many more missing or displaced. Homes were washed away, leaving thousands without shelter. The property damage was immense, with buildings, roads, and infrastructure left in ruins. But the tsunamis did more than just destroy physical property. They uprooted lives, tearing families apart and leaving communities in chaos. The human cost of these disasters is often the hardest to quantify, but it is the most deeply felt. People were forced to leave their homes, their neighborhoods, the lives they had known, and face an uncertain future. In the aftermath of such devastation, the resilience of the Japanese people was put to the test. Despite the severity of these disasters, Japan's death toll remains relatively low, a testament to their culture of preparedness. So, what makes Japan stand strong in the face of such adversities? The answer lies in Japan's proactive disaster prevention measures, a blend of technological advancements, stringent regulations, and a well-informed public. Firstly, Japan's building codes are among the strictest in the world. Structures are designed to withstand seismic activity, employing advanced construction techniques that allow buildings to flex, sway, and absorb the force of earthquakes, reducing the potential for collapse. Regular disaster drills are another crucial element of Japan's preparedness. Schools, offices, and communities frequently practice evacuation procedures, ensuring that when the earth shakes, everyone knows their role and where to go, minimizing chaos and saving valuable time. To further enhance its readiness, Japan has developed one of the world's most sophisticated early warning systems. This system detects the initial, less destructive waves of an earthquake and quickly calculates its epicenter and magnitude. It then sends out alerts to the public, giving them precious seconds to take protective actions before the more damaging waves arrive. Moreover, the Japanese government emphasizes the importance of individual preparedness. Citizens are encouraged to keep emergency kits stocked with essentials and to have a plan in place for when disaster strikes. But even with these measures in place, the impact of such disasters is enormous, and the recovery process is a long, uphill battle. The aftermath of such disasters leaves a trail of destruction that takes years to clear, but the Japanese are no strangers to this process. In the wake of the Cataclysm, a monumental effort was set in motion. Rescue operations were swiftly launched, sifting through the rubble, seeking signs of life amidst the devastation. The world watched as Japan plunged into a recovery phase that was as inspiring as it was heartrending, a testament to the nation's indomitable spirit. Rebuilding began almost immediately with a determination that was nothing short of awe-inspiring. Across the nation, people rolled up their sleeves, digging out of the ruins, cleaning up the debris, and beginning the colossal task of reconstruction. From the humblest of homes to the grandest of infrastructures, nothing was too daunting for the Japanese spirit of perseverance. The international community, moved by the immense scale of the catastrophe, rallied in support. Aid poured in from every corner of the globe, a testament to the solidarity of humanity in the face of adversity. This global outreach was a ray of hope, a beacon in dark times, bolstering Japan's recovery efforts. But it was the resilience of the Japanese people that shone the brightest. Their strength in the face of adversity, their unity in the midst of chaos, their determination to rise from the ruins was nothing short of inspirational. Their courage in the face of overwhelming odds, their refusal to be beaten, their unwavering belief in a better tomorrow was a lesson for us all. As Japan faces the daunting task of recovery, we are reminded of the power of nature and the resilience of humanity.